Kingdom, Longbalder, King by right of arms, and Arabella, our Queen of Love and Beauty.
And also make way for their stellar highnesses, Alistair and Isabel, Prince and Princess of Northshield.
A friend close to our hearts has come to be part of this with us. Will you please invite Kildare?
Their Majesties invite their royal cousin of Eldamere, King Kildare.
Thank you. Make yourselves comfortable.
Live it. You got a man. You're gonna stay ready.
Their Majesties call forward Baroness Clare, Mistress of the Pelican.
Your Majesties, I too beg a boon.
Ask, and if it be right proper thing and within our power, it shall be yours.
I ask that for her many years of service to her barony, to her region, to the kingdom, and to the crown, that you elevate Baroness Arianna Llwyd to the Order of Pelican.
Noble lords and ladies, is it your opinion that Arianna is worthy of elevation to the Order of the Pelican?
Yes. Baroness Arianna, present yourself before their Majesties.
Thrall and kingdom, the service of the chivalry is to strengthen and protect. The crown and kingdom, the service of the laurel is to beautify and enlighten. But the service of the pelican is the purer service, for it makes all others possible. Wise and just is the crown that recognizes such service. Loved and respected are the servants that provide it in true measure. Mindful of her obedience to your Majesties, now comes the Honorable Lady, Baroness Arianna Llwyd.
Is there a royal peer to speak on behalf of Arianna?
Yes, Your Majesty.
When you asked Arianna if she would be elevated to this order, we came to you and asked for the honor of it being done this day, that we might have part in the glory of her elevation. There is no more gracious woman, to my knowledge, in the society There is not one who can so match her that has always a smile on her face at the roughest moments. This lady has walked through fire, come to the other side, and smiled and said, "And can I bring you a cup of tea?" Always ready at any task, be it the sweeping of a floor or high state theater. I believe that she has those qualities that make us here.
The royal peerage within our society are meant to be the guardians of courtesy and grace. This lady carries far more grace than I, and has been courteous at times when I would not think it possible. And we are thrilled to see her elevated to this station, and even more thrilled to have her soon as our Kingdom Seneschal. Unless, of course, Aaron wants to stay. Your Majesty, I would commend this lady to you for her grace and her courtesy. Thank you. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican to speak on behalf of Arianna?
Yes, Your Majesty. I am Mistress Gwyneth Felton, member of the Pelican, and I have a story to share. I tried to think of a good example to describe Arianna's service. And I could talk to you about the many offices she's going to hold, the fact that she's going to be Kingdom Seneschal, which some people say perhaps is not a commendation, but you know. The best example I can come up with is that when Doffeth and I sat the coronet thrones of Northshield, a new group came to us. It was in, the group is Mystic Way True, and it's in the far north reaches of Michigan. And Arianna at that time was the regional MOAS for Michigan. And she called me at home and said, "There are people in this group that you should know of. And I don't know if anyone else will take the chance to tell you, so I'd like to." And she did. She described those people to us so that when we went up there and welcomed them into the Principality, we would know who they were. I can only tell you that this is the best example that I know of Arianna. Her thoughtfulness, just that she took the time to do that and to make sure for these other people, not even for her. It was a wonderful thing. And so for that and all of the many other things that she does, I commend her to you.
Is there a member of the chivalry to speak on behalf of Arianna?
There is, if it please your majesties. I am Duke Eliyahu, Knight of the Society, and I am honored to speak on Arianna's behalf. I love this lady. And I have been blessed for the past 2 years, 3 weeks, 3 days, and 10 hours to be her husband. I do not speak to you today as her husband. The words I have to speak in that regard are for her ears alone. I speak to you today as a Knight of the Society, and as I have been honored to be so called for the past 16 years, 5 months, 8 days, Among the most revered of sages of the ancient world is Aristotle. Aristotle's philosophies of and observations of and philosophies about the natural world and the human condition still guide many people today. In his work entitled Generation of Animals, Aristotle wrote, and I quote, "Women are weaker and colder by nature, and we should look upon the female state as being, as it were, a deformity, though one which occurs in the ordinary course of nature." He further stated, Aristotle further stated that women are women because of their inabilities. Well, Aristotle is dead. Too bad for him. Aristotle will never have a chance to meet Arianna. Aristotle will never have a chance to write his next work entitled Foolish Things I Said Before I Met Arianna. Aristotle will never have a chance to know what we know. That there is no one who has a greater passion for justice than Arianna. That there is no one who is a more adamant champion of the right and the good than Arianna. That there is no one who, in service to the crown, so well emulates that part of the royal oath to set aside personal inclinations and biases and subject themselves to absolute objectivity and justice. I have never in my life met a finer, wiser, stronger, braver, or more gracious person than Arianna. And now, every one of you can say today that you are wiser than Aristotle. Because now you know Arianna.
Master and Mistress of the Laurel, speak on behalf of Arianna. Your Majesty, there is. I am Aaron Fahoud, Fair and Swift Runner of the Stone Keep, your Seneschal, Master of the Laurel and Master of the Pelican. I come this day to speak to you of this lady's service to the arts and of the artistry of her service. For I have eyes to see, and I have seen this lady laboring long as a Minister of Arts and Sciences for a region, and then without any work at all in the Seneschalate before becoming the finest of regionals that we could possibly have wanted. Because I have ears to hear, I know of the people that have spoken to me of how she traveled in the dead of winter in roaring wastes, and that's no small trick. To give classes in a form of costuming to which she had a unique perspective given her knowledge and background and ability. Because I have a heart to feel, I have witnessed her compassion. This woman could be commanded by her superior to deliver to the most evil Shah there was a plate of steaming horse stock. And yet she would do it with such incredible courtesy, elegance, and grace that he would say thank you, he would want more, and he would ask for the recipe. I say to you, this woman pleases me greatly, for not only will she become Seneschal of the Middle Kingdom, she will be better than her predecessor, and I swear this before all. And I tell you that this woman is my peer. So certain am I that upon the medallion of my peerage, upon my arms by letters patent, I do swear these words are true before the crown of the Middle Kingdom. I do affirm that they are true before my assembled peers, and I do attest to the populace that they are as true can be. And if I am proved false, let my medallion be stricken away, let my banner be hurled and never see the light of day again in this kingdom.
Will it please your Majesties, I bear a letter? Please. Fair greetings to their Mediterranean Majesties from your loyal subject, Baroness Kay of Triasteria, companion of the orders of the Laurel and the Pelican. I regret that I cannot come into your court in person today to commend unto you the talents displayed by Arianna Llwyd in the arts and sciences. Let the words of my hand serve for the words of my mouth. Arianna has made your kingdom finer by clothing herself, her lord, and her household in splendor. Wiser by studying and developing in the diverse arts she practices, and richer by sharing her knowledge with others. Arianna has served you by aiding and encouraging other artists and craftsmen in official and unofficial roles. Arianna has defended your kingdom by seeking out darkness and ill feeling, and bringing light and agreement to places of anger and conflict while serving as an officer in your administration. I, Kay of Triasterium, attest that Arianna Llwyd is my peer.
Is there a member of the populace who may speak on behalf of Arianna?
I, your majesties, I, Madera McCormick, Baron of the Courts of Doggett Elena, have the honor of speaking to your majesties as a member of your populace. Through her compassion and great kindness, Arianna thoroughly supports others, helping and inspiring them to achieve their goals. She has the well-earned respect of everyone who knows her. She has a courage that never falters, a wisdom that never fails, and a heart that never hardens. Your majesties truly recognize a peer of the realm.
Arianna, quite mindful of your service to the society and responsive to the wishes of your peers, we are resolved to create you mistress of the Pelican, which creature will nourish her young, when necessary, with the blood from her own breast, and therefore has been chosen as the most appropriate symbol of service to our society. Therefore, will you, Arianna, give us your word to continue to fulfill the requirements set forth for the governance of this order, as you must surely have done till now?
See.
Will you increase your labors nobly, increase your talents as befits one of your rank, and seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the society?
See.
Do you promise to train any dependents you may have to serve as you have served?
See.
Is there a medallion?
I have a medallion. It's my name. This was given to me when I was made a member of the Order of the Pelican, and I am so pleased to be able to share this with you because it's part of our family. And I'm giving this to you in the hopes that someday, or in the hopes that someday it can also be passed on to someone else who is a part of our family. And if I may, I'd like to read the lineage that goes through this medallion. It was first held by Joseph Alaric, Mira de Blackwood, Claire Fitzwilliam, Gareth Tancred, Catherine of Sternfeld, John of Sternfeld, Minna von Lubeck, Nan Astrid of York, Melisande Woodcrest, myself, and now you. And it pleases me to know it, to be the one to bring it to you.
Take from our hands the symbol of nobility and token of our esteem. Wear it proudly that all may recognize your service as we have acknowledged it this day. Are there further marks of rank?
While this is going on, Arianna has asked me to say a few words. As if you haven't heard from enough people already. Not long ago, a very fortunate queen had the opportunity to give this to Arianna with the words that she knew her to not only be her peer, but her better. Arianna is my friend, and that is a very great thing to be able to say. If one of the marks of being a peer is truly that you can inspire others to peer-like behavior, then I am here to testify that she has. I always look to her when I need inspiration. She has helped me be courteous. She has helped me to be kind, and she is a constant and good friend, and it is my great hope that I will continue to be worthy of that.
Sister Arianna, will you swear fealty? Your Grace?
I here swear fealty to the crown of the Middle Kingdom.
Giuro fedeltà alla corona del Regno di Mezzo,
To ever serve this kingdom and its crown.
di dare sempre il servizio di questo regno alla corona,
Provide wise counsel.
di dare il mio saggio consiglio,
To increase my labors nobly.
di incrementare nobilmente il mio lavoro,
To give freely of my knowledge.
di mettere liberamente a dispensione la mia conoscenza,
To the best of my ability.
a meglio della mia capacità,
To be worthy of the title Pelican.
ed essere degno del titolo di Pelican. Per questo giorno, maestra, baronessa Arianna Llwyd,
This do we hear, and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given, fealty with love, service with honor, and oath-breaking with vengeance.
Even you get vengeance.
Why, rise, Maestra Arianna.
On this, the feast day of St. Albert of Jerusalem, Año Societatis 34, Louise, Rombalder, and Arabella, Rex and Regina Mediterranee, do hereby recognize the exemplary service, patience, and toil freely given unto the crown and kingdom by Her Excellency, the Honorable Arianna Llwyd. Know all that with joy and full agreement of our peers, do we honor and name her a companion of the most noble order of the Pelican. Arianna is granted by letters patent the right to bear as arms, or 3 architect's tools, 2 right angles, and a triangle, interlinked correctwise, and in sheath procure 3 basons, and all the associated rights and responsibilities. Rombalder Rex, Arabella Regina. For Arianna, Cuba!
Graceful and wise, Regna Mediterranee has seen the skill, devotion, and support that Yoshi Finn Israel had displayed in the discipline of rapier combat. We are therefore minded to make him a member of our Order of the Cavendish Knot, and bestow upon him all duly pertaining rights and attendant responsibilities that he may discharge their new duties to the crown. He may wear as a token of his new membership the badge, 4 Cavendish knots conjoined and crossed in birth, done this 25th day of September, Anno Societatis 34, while sitting on our throne in our barony of Windhaven, in testimony whereof we have set our hands and seal, Rombalder, Rex, Arabella, Regina.
Others have spoke highly of your prowess on the field, the service you've done to the rapier community. But nothing speaks louder to me than the service that I have seen as king and the prowess you've shown against me on the field. And I been pleased by that. Thank you.
For Lord Yoshi! Mahood Swift Runner of the Stone Keep.
Your Excellency, you have repeatedly said to us throughout our reign, and you have begged for banishment. And as I am she who must be obeyed. Such a pinch! Did I mention vengeance? There is something we would like to give to you that we feel is most appropriate for that of which you have done for us.
Proclaim throughout all the Middle Lands that we, Rumbalder, King by right of arms of the Middle Kingdom, and Arabella, our Queen, are minded to augment the arms of Master Aaron Fahoud Swiftrunner of the Stone Keep with the arms of the Middle Kingdom, giving of his extensive knowledge and kind support to several reigns, turning large problems into small ones. He has enriched our kingdom, and we hereby charge him to consult with our heralds on the details of his new blazon.
Yes, we have rendered Aaron speechless. Problems that we could have had and made them non-existent. Most of the problems I know we don't even know about because they never make it that far. For that, we can thank you.
We also know that you have done this for years. This is not just in our reign, but it's the way that you live your life. I've talked to those who've known you and heard how you've helped so many different areas, even mundanely. To have you as our seneschal, handling the things that scare me, has made my life very easy.
For His Excellency, Master Aaron, Uma!
Arabella, we've worked long and hard, and it's been a pleasure to have you by my side. But to sit the throne and carry these duties has been heavy, and I long once again to travel out to the sea and to reign. Travel to the libraries.
Well, you know, my love, that you cannot leave the kingdom unattended. You have someone in mind to take the responsibility.
This is a good point. We need someone. As I have been thinking of traveling, I have kept my eyes open for someone, and there's one that I feel would be appropriate for the position.
Our Majesty summon Finn, Prince of the Midrealm, into their presence.
How may I serve you and keep my brother in check?
I have chosen to once again travel, and this kingdom needs someone who's strong and capable to sit this throne as king.
Obviously not my brother, Your Honor.
Do I have to separate you two? I've watched your training, and I've watched you grow. And I feel that you may be ready for this position. Still, I must be sure. Is there someone who will attest that Finn is ready to succeed me to the throne of the Middle Kingdom?
Your Majesty, I am your seneschal, and I will attest at this time that this is Finn Jarl, the right victor of the tournament held to determine the day who will succeed you. He is prepared and has met all the requirements as are laid down in our documents.
This kingdom is great, and I would see that a lady of position also speaks for him. Is there a lady to speak for him? Viscountess Gwyneth?
I am Viscountess Gwyneth, Mistress of the Pelican and Great Officer of State, and I would be pleased to attest that His Highness is in fact the true and rightful heir to the Middle Kingdom throne.
Thank you both for this wise counsel. Yet this burden is still heavy. I would have you hear the duties of a king to assure that you know what you are in for. Finn, a king is not an all-powerful sovereign. A king is a man given the duty to govern. A king must bear the heaviest burdens and strike the mightiest blows, being ever foremost in the boldest battle and last in the most desperate retreat. A king has no right to the common joys of living, no freedom to indulge his personal interests, tastes, or business, or biases. He is sacrifice to the common people. A man who lives to serve by ruling, protecting the kingdom by disciplining all private inclinations and sentiments, ruling with absolute objectivity and justice. And, in time of famine or leanness, as must come from time to time in every land, he must wear the finest raiment and laugh the heartiest at the lightest of board of any man in all the kingdom. A king must place his people's needs before all else, respecting all manner of things that any people hold dear, even though the king may not. The burden of the crown may not be given away or shared, but must be borne by the king and queen alone. Knowing all this, do you still desire to be king?
I do.
Then I believe that you are ready. And I would trust the Middle Kingdom into your care. Kneel and take the oath of kingship.
I, Finn promise to rule over the Middle Kingdom in accordance with the laws of our society
and the customs of the kingdom,
and the customs of the kingdom,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
as king and liege lord,
dealing justly with the great and small,
to the benefit
of the kingdom and society,
to the benefit of the kingdom and the society,
in good times and in bad,
until my heir rightfully succeeds to the throne,
until death takes me or the world ends. This I swear to you as the crown. This I swear to the great lords and ladies of state. And this I swear to the people of the Middle Kingdom.
Then you shall be king. I entrust to you the greatest realm in the known world.
King Finn. Thank you. People of the Middle Kingdom, behold your king. My library work.
Last time you went off without me, you started a war. I will not be left behind this time.
Do you know someone who can stand in your place as queen?
My son, do you have a consort?
Yes, I do, noble mother.
Someone that will help you, rule by your side, and temper your somewhat hostile, biting nature?
Kinder, gentler.
Okay.
Yes, Your Majesty, I do. Lord Pale, please summon my princess, Tamara de Brenda.
His Majesty King Finn summons Her Highness Princess Tamara, Crown Princess of the Midround, into his presence.
I would know that you are truly ready to be Finn's queen. Recite the duties of a queen.
A queen is not an all-powerful sovereign. A queen is a woman who shares with her king the duty to govern. A queen must ever stand with dignity and with grace beneath the burden of the crown of the Middle Kingdom. A queen has no right to the common joys of living, no freedom to indulge her personal interests, tastes, or biases. She is a sacrifice to the common people, a woman who lives to serve by joining her hand with her kings, protecting the kingdom and ruling by his side, disciplining all private inclinations and sentiments, and ruling with absolute objectivity and justice. In time of famine or leanness, as must come to every land from time to time, she must stand fair for all to see, bearing any trial with grace for the inspiration of her kingdom. A queen must place her people's needs before all else, respecting all manner of things that any person may hold dear, even though she herself may not. A queen may not give away or share the burden of the crown, but must bear it alone with her king.
Yes, it does sound as if you truly understand what it is to be a queen. Knowing all this, do you still desire to be queen?
I do, Your Majesty.
Then I believe you are ready, and I would trust the Midrealm into your care. Kneel and take the oath of the queen.
I, Tamara de Firenze, promise to rule with Finn over the Middle Kingdom, in accordance with the laws of our society and the customs of our kingdom, to the best of my ability. As Queen of Grace and Wisdom, of the arts and sciences, and to stand forth as the honor for which chivalry exists. This to the benefit of the kingdom and society, in good times and in bad, until my heiress rightfully succeeds me, until death takes me, or until the world ends. This I swear to you as my sovereigns. This I swear to the great lords and ladies of state. And this I do solemnly swear to the people of the Middle Kingdom. My son and my king. I give you this crown, that you may bestow on your lady that honor for which you fought and won.
As you have agreed to be my partner in life, I would ask you again, will you be my partner in this?
And as I have agreed to be your wife, I would agree to this.
Then arise, Queen Tamara. People of the Middle Kingdom, I give you your queen. Busy at his library study.
Yes.
Your Majesty, may I have my sword? My bookmark.
Your Excellency. For Ronvalder and Arabella.
And ladies of the Middle Kingdom, know that His Majesty and I stand together in all that we do. And as we inspire each other, so do all of you inspire us.
Advise us, write us, recommend your friends, your compatriots, those that you see working for awards so that we might reward them. And now to the business of our court. Please seek your ease. I'll take that. I think the first thing we need to deal with, my Lord Dale, is my errant brother and sister.
Their Majesties summon forth their Serene Highnesses of
It's time for you to swear your fealty.
I here swear fealty and do homage to the crown.
I here swear fealty and do homage to the crown of the kingdom.
To hold the Principality of Northshield and feast in the crown.
To hold the Principality of Northshield and feast in the crown.
To loyally uphold and enforce your laws in those lands.
To loyally uphold and enforce your laws in those lands.
To give wise counsel to the crown.
And give wise counsel to the crown.
According to my knowledge and ability.
According to my knowledge and ability.
Thus swear I.
Thus swear I, Alistair.
This do we hear.
I shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, service with honor, and oath breaking
with vengeance. Now that you are bound to us in fealty, please join us in our court.
Their Majesties invite forth those knights who wish to swear their fealty at that time.
No, I don't think that we need to. This do we hear,
I shall never forget.
nor fail to reward that which is given. Sir? Fealty with love, valor with honor, and oath-breaking with vengeance. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Their Majesties invite forth. Their Majesties invite into their court their royal cousin of Eldamere, King Kildare.
Your Majesty, please, join us once again in our court. I want to speak.
Yeah, that's very.
Thank you all for attending our court. Please, seek your comfort.
I have need, as does every queen, of a champion. You and I have already spoken of this, and I would now proclaim it to the realm. This man will stand as one of two champions in my realm. That any who have any issue with me and would have it settled upon the field would see this man. He stands for my honor as he has always stood with his own honor and for the honor of his lady, who is one of my dearest friends. His counsel is wise, His patience is vast. He manages to make me temper my words when they would fly quicker than they ought to. He manages to make me smile when there are times that I would not. There is no one I would rather have behind me. Join me. There's an oath of office. Excellent. Back on your feet, fella. Isn't it wonderful to have a herald who's on top of things? Take now this oath of office.
Here do swear that if any person of any degree, however high or low, shall deny or gainsay our sovereign lady, the Queen of Love and Beauty, or that she ought not to enjoy the same. That here I stand as her champion, ready to defend her right in combat with any who would deny it.
If you would take your place behind me as my champion, I would be honored.
For His Excellency, Hoorah! Their Majesties invite forth the participants of today's equestrian activities.